They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Green. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to throw, it's Green. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Anthony. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
To the air, it's Green. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver. crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Wants to throw again. Oh, he wants it all. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive, well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Cobb. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And that's why, through the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking left. He's got an open man. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Green. Got it in the middle, it's Blake. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes a grab on the shot. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Razorbacks are in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They'll leave it with him. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. And the Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Still looking. He's going to take off. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jones. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear, one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the...
Ernie on the Jets. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the air on second and short. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Third down, red zone play, Crowd alive. play fake. Pressure coming. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Razorbacks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Green. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point was good. Coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Caught in the backfield. It's Coleman. Got room at the 35. And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. And the Razorbacks in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
It's complete. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. They'll go right back to it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Pulls it in. It's Anthony. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
To the air, it's Green. Here's the pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Anthony. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights. Good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 10 over Old Dominion. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect.
Gets away from 1. He's got space. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tiger.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going to try to get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Razorbacks want to move quickly.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. To the air, it's Green. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be fourth down. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He fires one deep down the right side. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football. No PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Auburn! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Scanning the field, it's Green. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Trying to get behind the defense. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He makes the catch. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Here comes the heat. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Under fire. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To throw, it's Green. He wants to take the top off. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Razorbacks will boot it away to start the second half. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Well, for him not to hand that ball off on the RPO, the quarterback obviously saw something he liked there in the left flat, but it wasn't open. And as a result, it's an incompletion.
On third down, he drops the throw. That's caught. It's Coleman. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He's going up top. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Dropping back, it's Green. Here's the heat. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. Keep bringing the heat like that, you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete on fourth down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. To the air on first down. Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. So now it's second and long.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And the Razorbacks come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on third. Fires to the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Razorbacks will snap it on first and 10. To the air, it's Green. Got a man, it's Green. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Razorbacks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. Offense, quick tempo.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Pocket breaking down. Rushes on him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab down the middle. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. The Razorbacks are threatening in the red zone. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure coming. Catch in the middle. It's Simmons. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
It's a nice job on the pass rush defensively. Just couldn't quite get there in time. They delivered the hit, but not before the quarterback completed the throw.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. He tries to take the top off. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot, though.
Snagged in the middle. It's Thompson. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you.
He's taking the shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the 4th quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Scoops it up, still a live ball. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down and came up a little short. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Nice move there. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. First play of the drive comes from the 38. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the first down. A few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate, and late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Jackson will throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
The Razorbacks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. The snap sets up to throw. They'll run the screen. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires left. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
He's going to fire deep. Oh, it's picked off. You can grab, but you can't. And the Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Under fire. They get to him as he throws. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. Oh, they're after him. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. Got enough space. Touchdown, Arkansas. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
He'll set up to throw. They're setting up the screen. He stopped short on the 2-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the 2. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field.
Unloads it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Caught over the middle. It's Howard. And boy, is he close to that 1st down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
With the catch, it's Coleman. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Might be changing the route. They're throwing for it on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Jackson will throw. Get it out on the screen. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires it incomplete.
This offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
Gets it out quickly. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Going for it all. And he's got it. Late touchdown here, but it would take a miracle of Lazarus-like proportions to come back now.
They got the touchdown, guys, but I don't know if they're going to be able to even get a playoff after this onside kick attempt. If they recover it, they're going to have to do it super quick to give themselves a chance for the Hail Mary into the end zone to win.
And the point after is good. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. First things first, they have to recover the onside kick, and then they'll have time for probably just one play. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It's a running one. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.